you're single, we're staying single with you, man.
Hey, you guys want a mint?
That's a weird mint, dude.
It's because it's a boner pill. You got 4 hours to drink like Keith Richards, still got hard.
I enjoyed the film. I thought it related. I thought it was an accurate portrayal of like New York City industry, dating life.
You live here?
I live here,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I want to know what's you guys' roster like though. You guys' roster has to be off the chain.
Well, I mean, you gotta...
Personally,
We're getting in it. Nah, I'm just not getting out of relationships. So I've been like actually like full blown committed, you know what I'm saying, for like the past 10 months. And now it's just kind of like, you know, just...
But your roster has had its moments. Of
I've had my moments of...
when you're looking at it, you're like impressed.
I'm from New York, I'm from Jersey, I'm from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Eastwick, Elizabeth.
You already know, love it. So it's, I mean, I don't do bad. I'm not hurting in that department whatsoever.
Yeah, this is the new Morris Chestnut, by the way.
Oh, he is.
All the ladies in my job are in love with him.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
Now, like you guys shared a lot in this movie, but how much of your own personal relationship stuff do you share with your guy friends?
I think that I share a ton with Jason, but through a certain period of my life, you know, I learned a lot during a certain phase of my life, and kind of had this struggle with women, and as all guys do, everyone goes through it. Every guy can relate to this movie in that way. But this one captured how much you rely on your best friends to get through it and sort of sticking together. And so that's why I love it. But yeah, I could relate a whole lot.
And then for me, like I'll share with my buddy if he's kind of going through something, but if he's not, I don't want to just vent to him about it. He's like, well, you know, it's whatever. And also, I don't like saying, you gotta be careful because the girl you're dating, if you start talking, you know, trash to her, to your buddy, because if she's pissing you off or something, then you feel. I always feel bad about it because then when my girl comes over, I feel like now
It's a little tension.
Yeah, well, I just feel like he is almost like
Not like
kissing
an
her too. Yeah, and I don't want that. I'd rather just kind of figure it out.
I think guys are more like, I don't know, closed off. I am anyway. Like if I got my girl, like that's like my girl. And I don't feel like broadcasting my whole situation to everybody because it's just like we're very, you know, territorial. We're like very like this is mine. Like
that's how I am too.
Yeah,
Talking of rosters, I mean, you guys are the same way. When it's my girl, it's just me and my girl.
Yeah,
when it's a lady on the roster, it's like, yo, that thought over there, we was just, you know.
Yeah, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, question for you: do you feel snubbed from the Oscars and not getting a nomination for Food Vault?
Nah, man, dude, you gotta look at it the year, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an incredible year. It's a great year for film, incredible performances, and just to be in a conversation with those greats, people that I've looked up to and admired like my entire career. It's like there's no way that's not a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just happy. I'm excited, man. Just to be in those conversations. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Miles and I didn't even get snubbed. It would have been great to get snubbed.
I mean, people
We
really
didn't
love
even
this.
get
Now inspires.
I loved your character in this movie. I highly enjoyed the film. I want to know, like dating as you as a celebrity, because this is like very industry based, I feel like, but dating for you as a celebrity, how is it similar? How is it different than this film?
It's exactly the same because I'm not a celebrity. The only difference is there is no Zac Efron.
Okay. But speaking of Zac was your leading guy in this movie. You also had Andre Benjamin, Andre 3000 as a guy too.
Yeah.
How would you compare the two?
Well, so Andre was playing Jimi Hendrix, so that puts a slightly different spin on the whole situation. They're both musical, I suppose, but Andre, his talents are kind of extraordinary with instruments and with the guitar and his voice. I think they use their talents in completely different ways. Zac's a brilliant dancer, but they could
Better than 3 Sax?
be more different.
Ooh, okay, I'll to that one. Now, you play an author in this movie. If you were to write a book about your life, what would it be called?
Very similar title. Probably just take away that and moment. Just the middle word.
Awkward.
Yeah.
I wanted to scream when I came in here, because you said that's how you break the ice. I watched a couple interviews with you, that's why you said I wanted to scream.
Yeah, that was pretty. Andre, when we first did the rehearsal for the Hendrix movie, he walked in and was like, ah! And we were both wearing the same overalls, dungarees and hats and shoes, and yeah, it made things great.
Now, what was the most fun about this film? I watched some of the outtakes at the end of the movie. It seemed like it was really fun. It was like a really great spirit. Like, what was the most fun? Like, what part sticks out to you the most?
Probably just a lot of the shooting exterior around New York. Zac and I had a couple of wonderful scenes by Gramercy Park, and I'm very similar to my character Ellie in the sense of we both adore and indulge in the romance of New York City. So to be around Gramercy Park was a very special thing.
Tom, I personally want to thank you for this movie. I enjoyed it. I thought this was like, I felt like I related to each of the three guys. What inspired you to write the film?
Thank you, by the way, first of all. But you know, the thing that sort of inspired me was seeing like you know, the relationships from the guy's perspective. I felt like it wasn't accurately represented, with all the jagged edges. We didn't sort of pull punches and make these guys anything other than what I saw. Yeah. From the dumb things that they've done to like the change that sort of occurs and them trying to right the wrong.
And the industry and New York City,
yeah. Dating
is a lot different. Are you sort of scared that this won't relate to middle America? Because in the industry, in the entertainment industry, and in New York City, dating is very different.
Dating is very different, I think, in New York City, but I think the idea of meeting a lot of people when trying to fall for someone is no different anywhere. I put them in sort of creative industries because that's what I worked in, but I think this movie also has an aspect of wish fulfillment to it, where you have the sort of Lower East Side life, Manhattan, and it's like the sort of wish fulfillment of like the Gramercy Park, New York, where things are always out of your reach. And that's sort of metaphor for relationships. Everything seems to be just out of reach, or happiness is just out of reach.
I love that line too, by the way. Like, New York makes you think you can get stuff, and makes you think you can't get it. I love that line.
New York's charm, yeah.
Was it difficult for Zac to watch the film after coming out of rehab and going through all the things he went through? Because he drinks a lot in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Zac's very comfortable with that. I think he's just a guy that decided he needed to make a few changes in his life. So in like a very mature way, he decided to change it up. Yeah. So I think for him, but he doesn't have any issues with watching this and feeling proud of it. And that was a part of his life. Now it's not. And that's just a decision he's made.
What do you tweet about?
I tweet about dots. Frankenstein, he's one of the most beloved characters. He's a monster, but everyone loves Frankenstein. Little kids dress up as him as Halloween.
Very subdued, very quiet, very reverential to being, he's a huge fan of comedy, and he's a huge fan of the original Anchorman. And he just kept saying,